Hey everybody, it's Becca. So listen, I'm gonna do a quick reading. Just FYI, I did pull them off camera. Um, I know that there's been some talk lately in the community about readers who don't pull on camera. I do both. I have plenty of videos that do show me pulling on camera, but when I'm at work, sometimes I can't do that, because I only get so much of a lunch break. So, anyways, yeah, sometimes just time, isn't on my side. But I also wanted to say just really quick. I did catch a little bit of slack, on on my last video. I think for now on, when I read on the karmic, I'm just gonna have to really try to, tone it down a bit. Um, because yeah, I mean, it was brought to my attention, and I do understand. I am a Libra sun, so I like to look at. I'm not one-sided. I'm not narrow-minded. I like to look at my side of the picture, and then other people's side of the picture. I can take constructive criticism as long as it's respectful. And this person did they were actually very respectful. I mean, I will admit that I did remove the comment, and I did block them, only because they were giving me this constructive criticism on the comments. I would have rather they send me an email, and we could actually talk about it, and I can give them my reasonings, kind of defend myself. Um, but I wasn't going to have a full blown conversation um, in the comments. I just I wasn't going to do. I have a full-time job. I don't have time to do that. A lot of times I don't even have time to check my emails, but still I would have, I would have preferred that, and I definitely would have you know, corresponded back in that. But unfortunately, I just, for time's sake, and just to kind of, you know, divert the situation, I went ahead and removed the comment, and I went ahead and blocked them. And I do feel bad because it was a subscriber who's been subscribed from the beginning, and that does kind of break my heart. But if there's anything that anybody wants to say, send me an email. Don't put it in the comments. We can we're adults, and we can definitely work it out together. Just give me the chance to explain myself, okay? That last reading, I probably got a little carried away. I probably need to tone it down when I read on the karmic, okay? I get excited because, well, number one, when I'm channeling the karmic, I'm channeling their energy. And so what happens is it resonates out of me. And then number two, I get a little bit excited because of the fact that it's kind of like, man, I could have skipped this whole runner chaser stage, and I could have surrendered a long time ago, and just sat back and let them unfold their situation by themselves, like that one card says, to let things unfold naturally. So sometimes I get a little bit excited because I'm like, man, that there's some truth to that. That is the truth. So sometimes I do get a little bit excited, and I get a little giddy about it, and I'll start laughing. But it's not out of hate, because I definitely don't hate the karmic. Not by no means. The karmic serves their purpose. If I was, sitting there, just absolutely disrespecting her, in just a nasty way, then I could definitely understand that. But I don't do that. I get a little bit excited about the cards that um, reveal themselves. But you know Again, I'm going to have to just tone it down. I'm not going to stop reading on the karmic because I have stated from the very beginning that I'm a three-party reader. I have stated, a few times that I'm very eclectic. I am very eclectic. There are plenty of readers out there who are all about the love and light, high vibration, and it's like taboo to even you know talk anything low vibration. And I'm just not, that's not the kind of reader I am. I'm a gray reader. I'm a gray reader. And the reason that I'm a gray reader is because I'm not just a twin flame, but I'm also a divination worker. And it's because of the fact that I'm a divination worker, that I do read on the karmic, because this is this is this is my opinion. This is my opinion. And how can I say, this is my conviction in my opinion on this. I believe that there is no self-love. There is no high vibration. There is no high frequency that can help people from being spiritually attacked. Because I am a divination worker, and because I'm a three-party reader, I see it a lot. I see it so many times. There's a lot of divine feminines who are being spiritually attacked by karmics, okay? And not every karmic is like that. There are two groups. There are the groups that, are really innocent. They're innocent and they don't know, you know, they don't know everything. They don't know all the truths. But then you have your karmics that are very jealous and that are very vindictive, and that do want to send bad energies to the divine feminine. Okay, and so the reason I read on the karmics is because I want to be able to decode those energies from those types. Okay, those types of karmics. Because I'm looking out for the divine feminines in that, okay, as a divination worker. Okay, so that is the reason why I do it. You know, the readers who are all about the love and light and, totally just not going in the low vibration areas, they don't have experience with that. They don't have experience with that. I do. And so that is the reason why I look out for the divine feminines who are actually experiencing that kind of situation, because spiritual warfare is a very real thing, and that is the reason why I do it. Okay, so I'm not going to stop doing it, because at the end of the day, I want to help that group of divine feminines. Okay, so I will not stop doing it, because I feel like I'm being called to help those divine feminines in that group. Okay, so anyways, I wanted to just kind of say that I do understand that I have a lot of new subs who don't really know me yet. I am a reader who does really try to talk about self-love, and try to give information on raising your vibration and raising your frequency. I'm that part too. Again, I'm two parts. I have my light side and I have my gray side. Okay, I'm eclectic. All right, so that's just the type of reader that I am, and I'm not going to change my methods because I feel like that is where my calling is. Okay. Um, but I am going to go ahead and try to tone it down, to be a little bit more respectful. I don't want to show hate to the karmic, and I don't want to show disrespect to the karmic. So I'm going to tone it down. Okay. If you leave comments, um, if you want to, express your frustrations, please express your frustrations in one comment. I believe, because again, I'm a divination worker, I understand that it's good to write down, you know, what you want to get rid of, and then burn it, and then, release it to the universe. Some people will, you know, write down stuff on toilet paper and then wipe, and then flush it down the toilet. And that is another way of releasing. Some people are going to go on the comments and they're going to release their frustrations in the comments. And that's perfectly fine. I am all for that. I definitely. I'm not one of those, there's a lot of readers who are like, no, don't put any of that negativity on my comments. I'm one of those who's very lenient about that. Okay, I'm lenient about that because I do feel like it can be healthy to just express your frustrations, and then let it go. However, some of you are, laying down your frustrations, and then 30 minutes later, you're doing another frustration, and then 30 minutes later you're doing another frustration, and then 30 minutes later you're doing another frustration. That's not healthy. You have to have a balance between healthy and unhealthy. Okay, so I think that is the reason why I did get called out a little bit, because it was like, wow, there's a lot of hate on these comments. And a viewer told me, that now that I'm growing, I need to take the responsibility with love. And she was right. She was absolutely right. However, again, I'm a Libra, so I'm looking at her side of it, and I'm also looking at my side of it. I don't want to change my methods. Okay, so I'm going to ask that all of you, just keep it clean. Okay, keep it clean. If you need to release your frustrations, I'm perfectly fine with you doing that, but release it. Just release it. It's healthy to release it, but don't come back and, just one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, because then that is not healthy. Okay. So, just please, kind of be respectful to that, because, yeah, you guys are, you guys are kind of, making it hard for me. You're making it hard for me. And if it starts to get a little bit crazy, I may not be able to read on the karmic anymore, because I don't want to I don't want to burn bridges with the viewers that, feel like it's low vibrational. Okay, so I do it because, again, I'm a divination worker, and I feel like it's good to know your opposition. Okay, that is the reason why I do it. But if it's going to cause a fuss, then I may not be able to do it. So if we can all just work together on that, I can continue to do the energy check-ins for the divine masculine and the karmic. So, just work with me, guys. Work with me. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get into this reading. It's going to be really fast. Again, I did draw these cards off camera. Again, there's been some talk about that, but I just, I'm limited on time, and I also wanted to get those other messages out there, so I went ahead and, just you know, did them off camera. But I have plenty of other videos that I draw the cards on camera. So if you are, concerned with my skill set, look at my videos that I draw on camera. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. So this reading was basically, I did a reading, I don't know, a week or two ago, that basically the question was, does the divine masculine want union with his divine feminine? Okay, and we got some good results in that reading. This reading is, the question is is union going, is asking spirit, are the twins going to come into union? Are they going to come into union for both of them? Not just for the divine masculine, but for both of them. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this reading. So the first card that I got was the High Priestess. Okay, so this is definitely a twin flame card for me. Okay, this is my number one twin flame card, and the Lovers. Okay, I didn't get the Lovers in this reading, but I did get this one. The Lovers is probably the first one, and then the High Priestess for me is the second one, only because, um, you know, the B and J. Me and my divine masculine, those are our initials. Becca, and he's J. Okay, I won't say his name, but he's J. So this is my number two twin flame card. As you can see, that's Roman numeral 2, but it looks like an 11. And then, of course, the pillars is also, so it looks like 1111. So, yeah, it's definitely a twin flame card. This is also the High Priestess is the divine feminine in the 5D world, okay? So, yes, definitely. So then the next card that we have is the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is also a twin flame card, okay? This is about someone from your past. This is somebody who is thinking about you, who's nostalgic about you, okay? But it is sitting next to the High Priestess. So what this is telling me is that I feel like both the divine feminine and the divine masculine, they're missing each other, and they are, nostalgic about each other, but they're not telling each other, okay? So the next card that we have is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is in reverse, okay? So the Five of Wands in the upright position is competition. It's conflict and competition. So what I feel like the divine is saying is that we need to put our wands down, okay? We need to put our wands down. And, we need to come to a common ground, okay? So then the next card that we have is the Empress. So this is telling me that the divine masculine absolutely knows that the that you are his divine feminine. And this is the divine feminine in the physical world, okay? The high priestess is the divine feminine in the spiritual world. The empress is the divine feminine in the physical world. So we have super confirmations, okay? So then after the empress, we have the three of cups, okay? So the three of cups is actually union, okay? It's reconciliation, and it's coming together. It's coming together with your divine masculine. However, it is the three of cups, and we seen this in the last video with the divine masculine, and I said then, yes, he does want reconciliation. Yes, he does want union. However, there is still this element of a third party. Okay, so yes, there's going to be union. Yes, there's going to be reconciliation. But yes, there still is a three-party situation involved. Okay, but what came after this was the Six of Swords. Okay, so as you all know, when I see a card in reverse, it means either a block, a delay, or an obstacle. In this case, it's all three. There's still a block and an obstacle and a delay. The obstacle and blocks is this three-party situation, okay? So therefore, it's making a delay. In the upright position, the Six of Swords is moving on, okay? Moving on to, it's the twin flames moving on to, how do you call it, to greener pastures. However, it's in reverse, so it means that there's a delay because there's obstacles and there's obstacles and there's blocks, okay, being the karmic situation. But absolutely, both the divine masculine and both the divine masculine and the divine feminine want this connection. They do want to come together. Okay, the Two of Cups. It's coming together. And look, the Six of Cups is right above it. So I tell you, you got to consider the cards that are next to it. These are touching. So, both the divine masculine and the divine feminine, they are, they're nostalgic and missing each other, okay? And they're wanting to come together. There's just, the delay, the obstacle, and the block, okay? But there is the wanting to come together. However, there is, the devil in reverse. This is about getting unchained, okay? Getting unchained from what? Getting unchained from this three-party situation. But what I like is that it's sitting right next to the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is basically saying, I want to get out. I want to get out of this. I want to get out of the chains. I want to unbound myself, okay? He's really coming into his power. He's definitely realizing and getting clarity that he is bound, okay? And that he is chained to this karmic, okay? So I like that. I like that he knows and he's wanting to make the proper adjustments, okay? So we have the King of Swords and we have the Seven of Swords. So we know that the Seven of Swords is about, it's about sneakiness, it's about deception, right? It's about, this guy going from, one tent to another tent, stealing these swords, right? That's the divine masculine going from one house to the other house and stealing emotions, stealing love from, both of these women. Look, it's sitting right below the Three of Cups, the three-party situation. So, he understands, he's getting clarity on he's trying to unchain himself from this behavior, okay? Trying to get clarity, trying to get integrity. But what I like about this card is this. This is hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. So, yes, this guy, this bad behavior is sitting in between this and this. This is basically telling me that this Seven of Swords is finally being, there's finally being clarity to this behavior, okay? And there's finally being truth and integrity that's being positioned to this behavior, okay? And I like that. I mean, if you're going to see the Seven of Swords, you can't get no better than this. You can't get no better than the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords, okay? And the Ace of Swords is about a new beginning or a new opportunity, okay? A new opportunity to rectify this situation, okay? So I like that. I like that a lot. And it's by, coming to terms with this behavior and getting clarity and getting truth and realizing that it's, it's been a problem. What happens next is victory. Okay, victory. Now, what's next to it is the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles, this Seven of Pentacles is about running out of time, okay? Running out of time, okay? For whatever reason, the divine feminine, or not the divine feminine, but the divine masculine is on a time schedule for whatever reason. But he's wanting to fix this, and he's wanting to fix it, he's wanting to fix it fast because, every situation is different, but he's wanting to fix it, and he's wanting to fix it fast, okay? So, but it's also trying to work on this karmic situation, realizing that, the karmic situation has dried up. There's no more feeding the garden to the karmic situation, and time is of the essence for whatever reason, okay? And I know that because then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So, every time I see the King of Pentacles in a reading for the karmic, it's in the upright position, okay? So the way that I'm seeing this card is, he's wanting to come out of that mentality of structure and responsibility to this karmic. And look, it's right under the Devil card. So yeah, he is really he's trying to unchain himself from this responsibility, right? From this responsibility that he has, his duty, his responsibility to this karmic, okay? He's now that it's in reverse, he's wanting to change the perspective of this, okay? Get himself unbound, okay? Because it's causing him stress. It's causing him worry. It's causing him sleepless nights. He knows that he loves his divine feminine, and he's, got to make a decision, and he's got to make it fast. Time is of the essence, okay? So he understands that, this this structure that he no longer, wants to be a part of anymore is very, very worrisome to him, causing him anxiety. It's causing him anxieties and it's causing him sleepless nights. Okay, so then we have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords, is about retreat. But this is about really having to go in and retreat for some serious healing. The healing that's going to help him get out of this bound energy. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Wands, which is saying that he wants a new passionate beginning. However, it's delayed. This card specifically talks about delays. It talks about delays and it talks about obstacles. Oh, I'm looking at my time. It's going to go into two parts because it only gives me 33 minutes, and then it goes into the second part. So listen, when it goes into the second part, please watch the second part if you want to know, the outcome of this reading, okay? Because otherwise you're not going to get the full messages, okay? So